Wanted to make this video now that I have this car in my driveway and well, not my driveway, on the street in front of my house. But I wanted to make this video showing just a overall arrival inspection of this car. The front bumper paint, as you can see, it's not matching the rest of the car. I don't even think it is painted. It looks like it has been scuffed up and they did this to get it ready for painting, but they never finished. And the headlights look like they're pretty new, being that this is a 200,000 mile car almost. That they obviously can be fogged, so this car wasn't a front end accident. When I was driving this car earlier yesterday, the bottom grill fell off and I have it in the trunk. I picked it up while parking, so like it fell inside the car, so that was fine. At least it wouldn't fly out, so I just took it out because I don't want to lose rattling noise. Anyways, you can see the condition of this car is not very bad for its age, but the car just sucks. So like this is the seat cover that was on here. It looked like this, same as the passenger side, but it's like all crumbly and shit inside, and the leather seats are tearing and everything. It's been driven a lot, you can tell. Even the passenger side seat is worn like crazy. Driver's side door has a lot of scuffs on this handle. Originally I thought maybe I can fix this car and sell it, but now I'm just thinking there's no point in trying to fix this car. None. Zero. This car is just so in such bad shape and it's not worth that much money. It's just not worth my time. The trunk is pretty big and it's clean. It's not bad. I just have all my stuff in here, but that's because I transferred it from the other car. Now, on the back of this car, I noticed yesterday that this light was out, the bottom one. Every other light on the car works. All the indicators work. Sunroof is good. I didn't actually test if it works. One thing I noticed about this car is that this has a it has a retractable sunshade for the back, which is so interesting, and it looks like it's OEM, which I'm surprised because Toyota never gives things like these OEM. This is an XLE, so it's pretty good options and everything. But even for an XLE, like I have a Fusion and it has way more features than this. Even a Fusion of this year, this is 2007, a Fusion of this year still had parking sensors and stuff in all options. This car doesn't have anything. And this car's roof feels like it's made of cardboard. The interior, everything's like plasticky, and see how it's like getting, like, I don't know what that is, like nail marks or something. I don't know what it is, but it's just very plasticky, and it's becoming actually kind of little sticky now, maybe because of the age or something. This car has a check engine light on, a traction control light on, tire pressure light on. I just scanned the codes to see the check engine light is because the catalytic converter is bad on one bank, and that's expected for this mileage because 200,000 miles, right? I'm just going to put in a bottle of Cataclean and it should be fine. But the other light that is on is a traction control light. Traction control light is on for something much bigger. It says something to do with the engine ECM programming is wrong or something, and I don't know why that could be, but I'm gonna try to reprogram it and maybe make that light go away. This car has heated seats. The tire pressure light on is because apparently the wheels are not paired with the thing. I think one of the wheels might have been ripped off in the accident before, because this car for sure hasn't had an accident because the front struts are replaced and inside it's very clean in the hood, and that's not normal for a 200,000 mile car. And so yeah, the tire pressure is low also. I'm gonna fill that up today. Yeah, the smell in this car is just awful, and I'm gonna change the mats so that these small mats go in the back. I have some front ones that are matching with this, coincidentally. I'm gonna put those in the front. Yeah, what else about this car? It drives fine. It doesn't feel horrible. Its steering wheel doesn't shake on the freeway or anything. I drove it home yesterday, which is what I had expected for this car, but it's driving pretty good. I'm like pretty good, as in like pretty good, like as a normal Toyota. Toyota drive like shit anyway, so um, it's still bubbly, and like suspension's really soft and everything. When I accelerate, the car just leaps, or like the nose goes straight up as soon as I accelerate, because this is a V6, and V6 is too much power for Toyota to handle apparently. So I'm going to be taking off these seat covers because I just hate them, and the seat under is horrible too, but you know what, it's just fine. Like I don't know, maybe I'll put the passenger side seat cover, but this one is disgusting, and I'm hoping this horrible smell in the car will go away once I remove the seat cover, because the seat cover is in such bad condition. I think that might be one of the causes of the smell. I don't know. The back is just awful. It doesn't have cup holders in the back. Like, what kind of car company produces a car without cup holders? The fact that they gave this folding down thing, and it's disgusting inside. And they also gave a pass-through seat. That's actually itself like a miracle. Um, the seats do fold down, I believe. Yeah, these seats do fold down. That also is shocking for a Toyota, but it's more than I expected. But yeah, the person who had this car apparently was a physics professor or something, and I find it hard to believe that a physics professor would keep their car in such horrible condition. But maybe, I don't know, because my friend is also a physics professor, and his car is a 2005 Honda Civic. It's a piece of shit. So maybe he was a physics professor. I have no idea. um Yet an iPhone, that's another thing that I find hard to believe. Physics professor would never have an Apple device. I guess it's personal preference, but I would not expect that from a physics professor. Yeah, that's all about this car. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I need to get rid of this car. I can't even like stand looking at this car because it's just so piece of crap. So I'm gonna be selling this probably for like 4 to 5 thousand. I'm thinking that's a good range for this car. If someone wants to offer me less or more, feel free to do so, because it drives really well. The engine mounts were replaced, the oil is changed, struts are replaced, so it drives pretty. It doesn't drive like a 200,000 mile car. It drives like a, maybe I would guess like maybe 50,000, 60,000 mile car, because it's been maintained very well mechanically. But definitely the aesthetics of this car are not pleasing. There's a bunch of scrapes all on the front and back bumpers. On the sides, not so much. From the sides, it looks fine. Even the mirrors look fine. The doors look fine. Fenders fine. So it's only the front and back bumpers that make this car look ugly. And if those can be repainted or something, this car will look like a new car. See, there's a bunch of scrapes on the back also. The back one is not so bad. The front bumper is the main concerning point. Um, so if you can repaint the front bumper, it will look like a new car. And the only thing is that you're gonna have to repaint it without taking it off the car, because the way the bumper is put on right now is not the best. It's, I feel like they've done whatever they could to make it aligned, and it is aligned pretty well, but it's not using the factory retainers and stuff, so taking it off and realigning it is going to be a pain. But yeah, if they can repaint it just like this, that's fine. That's doable, and you'll have a car that looks pretty good, because the headlights are new. The wheels also, like, I think the front two wheels were changed. um Two or one, I don't know, but definitely one of them has been changed, because the shocks are new, and the shock struts, everything's, all those are new in this car. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, this review of this car that I don't particularly like. Yeah, if you want it, let me know.